What's going on, you guys? What's going on? What is going on, y'all? This be your boy, Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new review of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 17, Episode 3. What is going on, you guys? I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Sunday, and I intend on doing the exact same thing, you guys. What is going on, you guys? Y'all know I'm always excited to review The Real Housewives of Atlanta. It's something about this show. I don't care how bad motherfuckers say that it is. It ain't really bad, but it's just something about this show that really gets my goat for whatever reason. I love reviewing this show, you guys. I love it, love it, love it, honey. Okay, I really, really do. So if you're wondering what's in my chat, I'm supporting one of my best friends' businesses. That's what I'm trying to do up here right now. I'm trying to put it on the screen real quick. I would love for you to support my best friend, Sammy. Okay, give me 1 second, you guys. I'm trying to get this up here before we get this review started today. Just really, really quickly. Just give me 1 second so I can put it up here. Because he's selling t-shirts and things of that nature. So that's pretty much what it is. Okay. So where we at? Where the thing at? Let me put it up here real quick. Let me promote this while I'm here before we get into the 5-minute mark. And the 70 year y'all up in here already. So love it, love it, love it. Okay. Oops, wrong one. Hold on, honey. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That ain't right. That ain't right. There it is. Because you know I don't like it when it don't cover up the whole screen, child. Let me see. There you go. So my best friend has this t-shirt line called Shifted for those who've already moved, okay? And it's exclusively on ETSY, okay? So make sure you guys go and support him and get a shirt from him, okay? There is a link in my in the chat that I pinned so you guys can go and do that, okay? And support him, okay? That's pretty much what it is. So if you rock with me, just go and check it out. It's called Shifted. It ain't just a T, it's a mindset. Use the code Scotty10 for 10% off. And there is the link. I'm going to put the link in the description box once this video is over with, you guys. Okay, so that's definitely what I'm going to do. All right. All right. All right, y'all. In a little bit, we're going to get into the video. Okay, I'm looking at some of y'all. I'm looking at some of y'all comments so far. Some of y'all are saying that this season is really good so far. It really is good, y'all. I don't know about y'all, but I'm really enjoying this current season of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'm really enjoying it. But I enjoyed it last season, even though it's the popular thing to say was that you didn't enjoy it. But I enjoyed it last season. I don't know about nobody else, but I really did. Let me see what moderators are in here. You know, I got to give my moderators some special attention before we get into anything. I see Miss El Janae, which is one of my earlier moderators. Shout out to her. She don't make every live, but she makes some lives. Too Feisty, the Jail Slayer, Norris, Tony, only one, Miss Ann. I see all my moderators in here, and y'all already know what time it is. We at the 4-minute mark, so do know what it's time for. It's time for the moderators to make sure the chat is clean, make sure you guys are engaging with the people, and make sure you're leaving fire emojis in the chat as we go into the 5-minute mark, because y'all know that's exactly where we get started at, which is the 5-minute mark. So go ahead and like this chat up, because y'all do know that when y'all like this chat up, it gets me going. So like this chat up as we approach 5 minutes. And shout out to Payne. He's also another moderator that's in here. So make sure you like this chat up right now. As we prepare to hit this 5-minute mark, we got 90 people up in here so far. So we do know that we need, if we got 90 people in here, we need 90 people engaging. So we at the 5-minute mark. Here's my notes. So let's go ahead and get into tonight's episode. Now, tonight's episode, was very storyline driven to me. It was very storyline driven. It was mainly about these women in their personal lives and the things that they got going on within their personal lives, which I can appreciate. I don't mind them doing it. I think that's a good thing for them to just take out some time, focus on their personal lives, and let us see that type of thing. We had maybe 1 or 2 group scenes and stuff like that. We had some conflict resolution. It's all for the greater good of the show, which is why I'm enjoying the show. I'm enjoying the pacing of the show. I'm just enjoying enjoying the show in general. For the most part, it is what it is. We got 102 people up in here, so we already met our goal of 100 plus people in the building already. So let's go ahead and get into the episode. So we start off with K Michelle. Now y'all know that we ended the episode last week with K Michelle performing for Reese, this black country artist. She was paying tribute to her, and after she did that, she saw that she was leaking and had to go straight to the hospital and had to have surgery, which was dealing with the previous surgery that she had. So she pretty much had an infection. She had to have a surgery to basically heal herself. And I see people talk about this all the time. Now, granted, I am a big K Michelle fan. Everybody knows this already. So I already know how this is going to come across when I say what I'm saying. But what I have seen on social media is that people keep on saying that, oh, this storyline, she did this already. She talked about this on Love and Hip Hop. Well, here's the thing. When you're authentic and you're talking about your real life, you have to talk about things that's going on in your life, right? This health situation is something that she is going through constantly. So it's going to constantly come up no matter what show she's on. It's going to be talked about because that's something that she deals with on her day to day. So I don't really mind her talking about it. Now, when she was sitting here talking about a surgery, she said the BBL is not the problem. The problem is the illegal injections that she had, pumped into her all those years ago, right? And people were asking the question of, did she have a BBL and butt shots? Well, the answer is yes. So when she first came out, she went and got illegal butt shots from the motherfuckers that be in them hotels doing them, pumping you up with shit that you don't even know what they pumping you up with. And that was when she first came out. Years later, she went and got a Brazilian butt lift. Now, I don't know if y'all know this, but her butt looked one way when she was doing her Rebellious Soul era, and by the time the Love 'Em All video came out, her butt was extra big. That's because in addition to her having those butt shots, she had a BBL behind it. So when she first came out, Kay already had ass. So that's why I never could understand what would make her go and do that to herself and go get more ass put in her. Sometimes we can be so greedy, and sometimes we think about the things that other people got to say and things of that nature, and then we go and we make a rash decision that we don't realize will be a lifelong complication for us. And that's exactly what happened to her. She went and got that shit done, and what she had to realize is, although she got some foreign objects out of her body, some of it is like free floating silicone. It go from one side of your body to the next. So it might be out of her ass, but some of it probably just shifted to another place in her body. So it's always going to be a problem for her at some point in time. It's always going to be a problem. And the thing is, it's very unfortunate, but that's just the price you pay when you do stuff like that, especially when it's illegal. So I always tell people, if you want to go out and have cosmetic surgery and do some things for you that you feel like you want to fix, by all means. I don't have a problem with cosmetic surgery. The only thing that I'm saying about the cosmetic surgery is make sure that the surgery is worth it and make sure that the surgery is safe. Don't go do no shit to you that's going to fuck you up for the rest of your life. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's just the basis of the situation. I'm never going to do anything to myself. You feel what I'm saying? My nose is big as fuck, but I'm not going to get it closed in. Could you imagine my nose looking like this? You feel what I'm saying? I'm not doing nothing to my face. I'm not putting no Botox in my face. I'm not putting no fillers in my face. The only thing that I went and did was got my teeth done. And and I didn't go get no veneers like everybody else did. I went to the dentist and they put my porcelain crowns in my mouth. That's why they look so natural. So I don't have a problem with nobody going to get some cosmetic surgery. Now, if you want to go and get some surgery and shit like that, then you go ahead and do that. But make sure that the shit is safe and that it's right. And don't go overboard. Because sometimes when people go and have surgery and stuff like that, they do it one time and then they can't, stop doing it. You feel what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But I like the way, but I also say embrace the way you look. Cause I embrace the way I look. You feel what I'm saying? It don't really matter what nobody got to say about me. Cause niggas can talk about me all day, but one thing they can't say is that I'm ugly. Although there are some people that have called me ugly in the past. I done told y'all, getting to this gay world could be hard, honey. Cause I was called ugly by many, but they men wanted me though. And that's it. That's all. I ain't never changed a shit about my face. The only thing I changed is these teeth. Okay, and that's one thing I would never regret doing. But Shamea, Cynthia, Phaedra, and Portia, they checked in on her, and just like K. Michelle said, they might be catty to each other, but they not doing it with me, and I could definitely appreciate it. Now, this was the funniest thing about this entire scene. Now, this girl that just had surgery, she been bedridden all this time, and she done went and got a whole glam team to come glam her the fuck up so she can get the fuck up out of here and gone on somewhere so she won't look bad, so she won't look a mess when she get out the motherfucking hospital. When I tell you that shit was funny as fuck, but listen, it's just like my friends when they had their kids and they wanted a face full of makeup and a head full of fresh braids in their head when they had a baby. I don't know what it is about women. Let me tell y'all something. Women are funny to me because of some of the things that they do sometimes. Like that was funny as fuck. I wasn't mad about the glam team. You know, I'm pretty sure that many women, if some women out here could do that, they definitely would do that. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just like, girl, but that was funny though. Go ahead and get your glam team out there. Although you don't want to look like what you've been through already, okay? You probably had you some surgery and all that other shit, but you don't want to look like you just had surgery, baby. I don't want to look like what I just went through. I had this hard surgery and I ain't got time for the bullshit. So go on and get me right and get me ready so I can go back out into the world, because the world don't need to know what the fuck I went through. Okay, K. Michelle, I understand you when you say that. Okay, period, point blank. Let me look at some of these comments real quick. Anyone who called you ugly is a hater because you're far from it. Oh, thank you, D-boy. I appreciate that, child. You have beautiful eyes. Thank you. I've heard that most of my life, that I got nice eyes. You know what I'm saying? I've heard that a lot in my life. You know, I appreciate it. Scotty, you're adorable. They was tripping. Child, they were hating. You're a cutie pie. Thank you. You have great facial harmony, Scotty. Thank you. Bando like it. Oh, he loves it, honey. Your nose fits your face. Thank you. Don't let Atlanta change your face. They won't, child. Kay has body dysmorphia. That could definitely be a thing, because sometimes, you know, and that's a body dysmorphia is a thing. It is a thing now. Sometimes people can look, because I think Tammy Roman spoke on having body dysmorphia. I think Tammy Roman spoke on that, because I don't know if y'all remember. I don't know if she still looks like that now, but I do know there was a time where Tammy was skinny as fuck. Okay, Tammy was not looking healthy in the least bit because she kept on losing all that damn weight and just doing too much with that. And I was like, girl, why you keep losing all this weight? You don't need to lose this weight. Like, Tammy was looking like a damn stick figure. Her neck was big, didn't have no weight on it. It's like Tammy was losing so much weight, and people was thinking that she was sick, but it really wasn't the fact that she was sick. She wasn't happy with herself. Like, I think she went on TV and talked about how she'll look at herself in the mirror, and even though people would clutch their pearls when they see her, she thought she looked good. Or even then, you know what I'm saying, she'll be like, well, now I need to lose some more weight. Sometimes we get in our heads at times and we really don't realize what the fuck we doing. But I do know, just like Miss Ann said, part of the weight loss did come from diabetes as well, too. So she was kind of sick, but at the same time, she was also losing weight on her own, like throwing up her food, like doing all kinds of crazy shit. Girl, Tammy looked good with weight on her, though. Like, she did, but who am I to tell somebody how to feel about the way they look? You know, just because I think you're beautiful don't mean you do. So it is what it is. So let's get into Drew and Angela, the Chi-Town baddies. Okay, so Drew comes over there, and I'm wondering about Drew. I gotta ask y'all a question. Now, I want to know if it's just me, but Drew ain't filmed in her house now one time since this season has started. Now, I know we just up in episode 3, but we ain't seen Drew in that house yet. So is Drew not filmed in that house because of Ralph? Especially now that we know what we know about her having to get the fuck out. Is that the reason why she ain't been filming in that damn house? Because I need to know, because she ain't filming her house yet. We ain't seen that house yet. But then again, nope, she had to film in that house because they just showed a flashback scene with her and the kids. So obviously she was in the house. So maybe I'm just overthinking. I don't know. But Angela's daughter is home from college and stuff like that. And she, she was just, after she married her partner and stuff like that, she just wanted to have her home and spend some time with her. You feel what I'm saying? Which I understand, they kind of had a little rough patch sometime last season when Angela did not know that her daughter ran off and got married behind the back, and she took it some kind of way because as a mother, that's something that you want to be a part of. Like, you really want to, be a part of the situation and knowing that your daughter is getting married, because that's something that a mama wants to share with her daughter. I don't really think fathers care that much, but I know that mothers actually do. Like, they care about things like that. So it's kind of like, okay, I want to know, like, I want to be a part of the wedding planning. Like, I want to help you decorate. I want to help you pick your dress. Like, I want to do that. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just like, okay, I understand that. But I don't think, if I did, correct me if I'm wrong, because sometimes I say a lot of shit on reviews and don't remember, but I never felt like, Angela was doing the most when it came down to that. I never felt like that at all. So I kind of understood where she was coming from when she felt a way about her daughter getting married behind her back. So I understood, but things that really don't matter to us matters more to our parents, because I know with me, my mama is a Cancer. And my mama is extra sensitive about a lot of things. And there's things that I could give a fuck about, but my mama be like, no, you need to care. Girl, I don't care. I don't give a fuck. You feel what I'm saying? But I get it though. I understand. Let me see where we at here. So Drew starts talking about having mommy guilt. And we know that Drew been doing a lot. Drew just put out an album last year. Not to mention she's been filming movies, whether they be for Lifetime, whether they be for Tubi. She's been out here filming movies trying to get her money. And she's been flying in and out of Atlanta, from one set to the next, having to come home, be with the kids. Then can't be with the kids for too many days because then she got to get the fuck out and head the fuck back on out of here. And so it's kind of like, I just feel like, she has a lot going on with her right about now. And she's just doing what she needs to do to pay the bills. I mean, that's what a working mom is supposed to do. So I'm not necessarily mad at Drew. And I know that a lot of people give Drew like fever because of the simple fact that, she's doing Tubi movies, but there's a lot of people that do Tubi movies really ain't that bad. There's some that's horrible, but they're not that bad. Drew got to get the bag, and that's just what it is. So she got a job. There's some actors and actresses out there that ain't got shit going on for them. Okay. So go ahead and get your things, but I can understand how it can be mommy guilt because you want to be there for your child, or in her case, her children. You don't want to miss nothing. But being in the industry that you in, that is the price that you pay. Like, there's some things that you're gonna miss. There's some things that you're not gonna be there for, and things of that nature. And we're hearing this right now, but then, because this had to be filmed sometime August, September, somewhere in there. And we're hearing this right now. But it's kind of like this, right? That was filmed over almost a year ago, right? So now, almost a year later, we're seeing that Ralph is taking custody of the kids because the kids been missing days out of school. So I feel like seeing this on the screen is Slick not helping her case, if that makes sense. Like, she's talking about mommy guilt. She's talking about not necessarily being there in the way that she feels that she should and all those different things and stuff like that. But it just comes across to me like, I ain't saying that she's a bad mom because I ain't the type of person to do that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I ain't saying that she's no bad mom at all. She's a working mom. But I do think that with this being on the screen, it's kind of going to prove his point just a little bit. But the thing is, why was the kids missing? Those are the questions that I be having all the time when it's coming down to it. Because why was them kids missing all them days out of school, Drew? You got to come up with an answer for that. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know what's really going on with this whole co-parenting situation when it come down to her and Rap, because they don't be telling the truth. And you know what? I just got to be for real with that. Like, I have defended Drew for quite some time now, probably since season 14. I've defended Drew because I do think the girls do be picking on her, and I do be feeling like the girls do be coming for her at times. But Drew is not completely honest. And at this point, just because I like somebody, it don't necessarily mean that I gotta excuse their lies, because it's the same thing with Stacey. I feel like with Drew, they're not her or Ralph is not being honest about what's really going on, because they be telling us stuff, but then they don't be telling us stuff. And I just be feeling like, okay, what's really going on? Because sometimes I feel like Ralph might be lying, and then Drew come up with a feel but two. And it's just like, I don't know. But at the same point in time, like I said, Drew is just doing what any mother would do, and that is do what she got to do to get her bills paid. I mean, that's just the truth. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with her. So Angela starts talking about how she lost $2 million in her real estate career, and it's $2 million of her own money, and she's actually trying to rebound with that situation because she lost a lot of money. Now, $2 million is a whole lot of money to lose. I can only imagine losing $2 million because, bitch, I cry when I lose $20, let alone $2 million. So, baby, I just want to know what the hell going on with that shit. You feel what I'm saying? So, that's me, and that's just what I'm thinking. But I can only imagine how that feels, because it's like, girl, $2 million, that's a big-ass bill. You feel what I'm saying? That's a lot of money to lose. You hear what I'm saying? Now, that is a whole lot of money to lose, baby. And baby, like I told y'all, I be up here crying about losing $20 to $30, let alone $2 million. I ain't even got that kind of money to lose. So baby, it is what it is. Shit. So Drew starts talking about her situation with Black. Now, this is where I'm looking at Drew sideways once again, because I was dragging Portia all season for coming at you about dating Black. And you said you weren't dating that man. And here we go. We're talking about you dating that man. Now, here's the thing. Maybe you just didn't want them girls in your business, and maybe it's because of the fact that it wasn't a safe space. But you denied it to everybody that you was dating Black. Just like you denied it to everybody about you fucking Ty. You sit up there and looked at Portia and said, now, how come you live in my life? What's your life? So now you're owning up to the fact that you like to get your coochie ate by another woman? Now you're owning up to the fact that you like Black? What's going on, girl? I'm trying to understand, like, everything that I defended you for, you're doing it now. And I don't like feeling like a goddamn fool, Drew. Don't make me shit on you, girl. Cause I don't like that. I don't like you making me feel like I'm a damn fool for defending your ass. Okay, I'm gonna need for you to I'm gonna need for you to undress the lie and give me the truth. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I'm gonna need for you to do. Okay, but child, but she says that she's enjoying Black's company. You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with enjoying a man's company. It's nothing wrong with that. You don't even have to want to be in a relationship with that man. You just want to enjoy their company. Ain't nothing wrong with enjoying the man's company. You feel what I'm saying? Especially when it's your man. But you know, ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with getting a little bit of male attention, to ease your mind, ease your body, ease your legs, ease your thighs, mouth, whatever you prefer. It's nothing wrong with a little bit of male attention. There's nothing wrong with it. So Drew, if you out here getting your groove back after dealing with Ralph and his narcissistic ass, then it's just like, yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Like, go ahead and do your thing. Can't nobody really be mad with you. That's all I can say about that. But anyway, anyhow, let's continue on, y'all. So we're gonna move on to Portia, Cynthia, and Phaedra. The girls head to the spa And then K. Michelle arrives with Caston. Caston drops her off. He tells her that she needs to be at home in the bed, but she says she gonna do what she want to do. So you mean to tell me that your ass and had surgery, you done got up out of your bed, and not only did you get up out of your bed, but then you had your glam team and you went straight to a scene. Baby, that is dedication if I never seen it, okay? So K. Michelle comes in, and then as soon as she comes in, the girls start asking her, okay, you never really told us exactly what happened to you. So what happened? And so K. Michelle starts explaining what happened when she was getting ready for the country fest. And the next thing you know, it was she had wet herself. The first thing that Portia said was, "Is that a miscarriage?" When I tell y'all, Portia is just as dumb as the day is long. Do you hear me? That girl is just as dumb as the day is long. Now, let me just start off by saying this. I think that Portia really don't be meaning no harm. I don't think that she's harmful. She's kind of harmless, right? But Portia is just dumb. And she don't think before she say nothing. And just because she's slow, don't mean that we need to bypass it. You feel what I'm saying? Because this is the same person that said that it was 265 days in a year. This is the same person that thought the Underground Railroad was an Amtrak train. I mean, she says things that is not meant to be, offensive, but she's not reading the room. And I felt like in that moment, Portia did not read the room. And if she did read the room, she needs Hooked on Phonics because she didn't read it. So I don't think that she was making fun of Kay with miscarriages. I don't think that was her goal, was to make fun of Kay. But I do think that the comment was insensitive. And I do think that the comment was true to form for Portia, which is dumb. That's just the way I'm going to put it. I definitely don't think that she meant any harm by it. And I definitely don't think that she meant to make fun of miscarriages because, again, she had one herself. So maybe she was trying to relate, but the way she was trying to relate was a fucked up way of trying to relate. And at the same point in time, I can definitely understand why K. Michelle took it the way that she did. Because to be honest, I would have been thrown off if I have told you and I have talked about my surgeries out loud for the public to see, had a whole reality show about it. And the first thing that you say is that miscarriage. You feel what I'm saying? Now I done told y'all, Portia is Special K. Like the cereal Special K. Portia is a special kid. Like, oh, that don't sound right. Portia is Special K. Okay, that's just what she is. But at the end of the day, it's just, I told y'all, Portia in her head, how most of us have brains, Portia does not have a brain. What's in her head is rocks, probably a pond, some wind, probably a canoe. Because the bitch don't have no brain. Because if she had a brain, the bitch wouldn't be saying the shit that she be saying. Okay? That's just it. So I can understand how K. Michelle could be a little bit thrown off by what she said. So Portia then explains what happened with Kelly and how, she had heard from Angela that she was calling her Horsha and talking about her fucking married men. And she said she wasn't going to her event and she just decided to give her flowers, and she gave me that lame ass jab about broken flowers from a broken person and things like that. So that's just the basis of that situation. So Cynthia asked K. Michelle, do you believe that Kelly was fucking a married man? And K. Michelle said, look, I don't know what that lady do with her hot pocket. I don't know. I'm gonna tell y'all like this. It was funny as hell when Cynthia did not know what K Michelle meant by hot pocket. If you watch Love and Hip Hop, then you know exactly what she means. The hot pocket means you're the JJ, you see, your kitty cat. That's what a hot pocket is. Okay, that's what a hot pocket is. And I'm so tickled at her bringing her Love and Hip Hop lingo over here to Real Housewives of Atlanta. It was so funny watching Cynthia trying to figure out what the fuck she meant by hot pocket. Listen, that shit was funny. I ain't gonna lie to you. But I will say that this scene was really fun. It was really fun. It was giving like old housewives. Like that scene was really fun. Like I like to see the ladies, sit down, talk, gossip, have a good time, whatever. So that was a fun scene to watch. No lies, no tales, just a good little scene. And I like this cast. I keep on telling y'all, I really do enjoy this cast for the most part. I really do. So let's move on to the next scene. So I'm probably gonna stay on this for just a minute because it really wasn't nothing to talk about. But we get into Shamea and Gerald as they're walking with their daughter. And they talk about Shamea's partnership with the rum company. Now, this is what I'm getting from this whole scene. Gerald don't give a fuck about your rum company. Gerald is not interested in you having no rum company. And at the end of the day, the only thing that Gerald is interested in you being is a damn stay-at-home mom is what he's doing. That's exactly what the fuck he's trying to do. He wants you to be a stay-at-home mom. That's just what I'm getting from the situation, period. And no, he don't care, girl. He don't care about what you got going on because he was so dry. You know what I mean? And it's given, I don't want to be on camera. It's given, not only is it given that I don't want to be on camera, but it's also given, I told your ass I don't want to do this damn show, and you done made me, do this and all this other shit. Like, that's exactly what the fuck is given, in my opinion. That's what it's given, and it ain't cool. You feel what I'm saying? Like, no. And I just feel like Shamea, here's my thing. It's really nothing wrong with you wanting to do something for yourself. It's nothing wrong with that. But if you're gonna get into this, is what I be saying with women on this show, right? And just hear me out, because I ain't judging, but just hear me out. When it comes down to women on this show and they be wanting to have their own business and things like that, when I say it's okay to go and try to do business and have your own stuff going on as a woman that's kept by a man, if you're gonna do business in something that you are very passionate about. Do business with that. Do you really care about rum like that? Do you drink rum like that? Is that something that you really like partake in like that? You feel what I'm saying? It doesn't come across that way. And it seems like you only doing it just so you could say, I did this without my husband. And I could be wrong. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I could be wrong. I could be a dense ass nigga like Portia and don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I could be wrong. But I think that a lot of times, when it all boiled down to it, to me, it's kind of like, I don't know. To me, it's like, do business with something that really fits you or suits you. Like, I could see Shamea doing a business venture with something else other than rum. Shamea is beautiful. Why not do something with something like a beauty brand or something? Like, Shamea is pretty. Like, do something with some beauty stuff. Like, I don't know. Like, it's like, and she's a good host. Like, she hosts like the Hawks games and stuff. Like, she already got her own footing outside of Gerald. But I think she's trying so hard to prove herself, and stuff like that, when Gerald really wants to just take care of her and have another kid with her. Because and plus, Gerald is a businessman, so he knows more about this shit than you do. So maybe you need to listen to your man. But I don't know. I mean, I ain't married, so I don't know. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. You know, Shamea, don't waste your money. I'm just saying. But dreams are real. All you gotta do is just believe. So let's get into Pinky. Now let me start off by saying this. You know, I don't know why I look at that For You section on Twitter because it's nothing but stands. Like it's Housewives fans, it's Barbs and you know hotties and stuff all over that shit, or it's just porn. I don't know. But my thing is, why is it that people want Pinky to be a one season wonder so bad? I'm trying to understand what everybody got against Pinky. Maybe I'm just not clicking, or I don't understand why everybody got something against Pinky, because I don't see anything that Pinky is doing that's wrong here. Like Pinky is enjoyable to me. Pinky is giving you a real story. And we already saw what she was going through in the blog. So I kind of figured they was going to talk about her money woes, which I don't have an issue with. But it just seemed like everybody keep on saying, "Oh, Pinky gonna be a one season wonder. She gonna be." I don't see her being a one season wonder. I am actually enjoying Diet Chrisette Michelle. I'm actually enjoying her because she's giving you a real storyline. She's talking about the woes of being a businesswoman and things like that. Like I like her being transparent about all of her money woes with her business. We need people on this show to be that transparent about things like that, because some people, they won't even talk about the shit that Pinky is talking about. They like to sit up here and act like they got it all together when they really fucking don't. They don't have it together. So I don't mind Pinky talking about this shit. So Pinky, keep doing you. I don't think you're going to be no one season wonder, honey. I think you're going to be here for a minute, and you should be, because you actually give them a storyline. It's authentic and it's not cookie cutter bullshit. It's none of that. So she was saying that she wants to file bankruptcy, and then she was basically talking about how when she bought one of the reasons why she was going down the thing is that someone was taking monies from the company, and then once she bought her company back, that's when she started getting all these lawsuits thrown at her. And it was like, this lawsuit was for this, and this lawsuit was for that, and that lawsuit, and that lawsuit. This lawsuit ain't even got nothing to do with me, but they put me in a damn lawsuit. So it's kind of like, yeah, I definitely see what's really going on in the situation here. Like she's just really showing us the downfalls of trying to be a businesswoman. And I can only imagine what she could be going through. Like bankruptcy and shit like that is like rich people problem to me. You know what I mean? Just like she said, just like Angela sat up here and said that she lost $2 million. Pinky was in $20 million debt. $20 million debt, girl, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of big faces for me. $20 million debt, ooh, child, I just give my soul to Christ at that point, because I don't know how I could deal with some shit like that. Like I just don't know. And I be sitting up here complaining about the complexities of the regular lifestyle that I live. You know what I mean? Like $20 million of debt. Oh my God. But here's the thing though. I've never been a slutty vegan. I never had slutty vegan, probably because I'm not vegan, so that defeats the purpose. But I know my friend Nikki has been a slutty vegan and things like that. Let me look at what Too Feisty just said. I think outside of the show, there are a lot of misconceptions about Pinky, like Kelly saying that she wasn't a girl's girl. Now, pause. Let me get this water. Let me drink this water real quick. Now, y'all do know that when the season I don't know if y'all remember, but when the season first started to film, remember I did tell y'all that the word on the curd was that Pinky wasn't a girl's girl. Now that's what my Atlanta source had told me, was that Pinky was not a girl's girl at all. That's what I was told. Okay, that's what I was told. However, when Kelly said that in that scene, I'm like, so maybe it is true. So I don't know, but I don't know Pinky. I never met Pinky. All I do is give you guys the news, okay? Let me see. Scotty, you stopped drinking Coca-Cola? Absolutely not. I had me a Coca-Cola earlier today, child. When I went to Quick Trip and got me them 2 chili cheese hot dogs and shit, baby, I got me a Coca-Cola then. I'm just trying to have a better balance with the Coca-Cola and the water and the lemonade. I'm trying to do both, child. let me see what else is going on. But yeah, that was pretty much it from that scene. Like she pretty much got emotional about her money woes, and that's understood. I get it though, but I like Pinky for the most part. So let's get into the scene with Cynthia. So Cynthia, Scotty, you be walking them hot dogs like a big dog. Cynthia brings K Michelle and Pinky together for some quality time. She wants to get to know them on some one-on-one basis because they're new girls in the group. So she just wants to, try to get to it and try to get to know them better, right? So she expresses, so they start talking about K Michelle's tweets. Now I'm gonna be real with y'all. When I saw them tweets over the summer, I didn't know who the hell she could have been talking about. I thought she was talking about Kelly, because Kelly is a bimbo, but Portia is also a bimbo as well. So it could have applied to either party, right? So we find out that the tweets were about Portia. And she expresses her true feelings about what Portia said. She was basically saying that, I'm sitting up here telling y'all what happened to me, and that old dingbat Portia gonna yell about miscarriages. And it's kind of like, okay, why would you even say something like that? And even Cynthia said, well, I get where you're coming from, because sometimes Portia speaks before she thinks, but I don't think she means any harm. And Pinky says that the miscarriage comment wasn't right, but her and Cynthia both agree that K Michelle should talk to Portia about how she truly feels about said situation. And I do agree with that. But I would have personally wanted Kay to express the frustration right then in that scene with Portia, Cynthia, and Phaedra. That would have been a better thing for me, because I'm normally the type of person that once I feel offended by something, I address it right then. But then there's sometimes where I'm thrown off and I don't want to say nothing in front of a group of people because I don't want to make a big scene. So there's a possibility that I could talk to someone else and be like, well, am I overreacting? So should I say something or not? Because I could be overreacting, and I know that I could be a tad bit dramatic, and I can take things a certain way that is not. So am I wrong, or do I just need to talk to this person? And then when I get the opinion, I make up my mind on whether or not I'm gonna say something to them or not. So that's pretty much what it was. But that's just pretty much what I would have preferred, for her to say it then, instead of feeling away and then going to Twitter and typing about it. You feel what I'm saying? But sometimes people don't get things right away. But I would have said it right then. K Michelle then says, what's up with Frank? What's up with Phaedra? All she does is giggle. All the other shit. Only thing I'm telling y'all right now, y'all could feel however y'all want to about K Michelle. But when she said that about Phaedra, she ain't doing nothing but saying what we all been saying. This is all Phaedra got going on, because she ain't bringing no storyline. She ain't doing nothing but giggling. That's all Phaedra is doing. So with that being said, you feel what I'm saying? I felt every fucking word. That's all Phaedra has done for the last 3 episodes is giggle and show her damn son driving. What story does Phaedra actually has? You feel what I'm saying? Like, what storyline does she have? Because she ain't doing shit. I still don't understand why she's back here. Just like I didn't understand why the fuck she was on Married to Medicine from the beginning. Like, why are you here? So what Kay said was all facts to me, because that's all the fuck Phaedra do, except there and giggle and shit. That's all she do. Pinky reveals that she's going through things, and they show like this scene where Kay was, giving giving Pinky some advice and things like that. And Cynthia says that she wants to be a safe space for the women. And I like the fact that Cynthia is taking that approach, even though she's just a friend of the show. Even though I feel like Cynthia is actually doing way more than Phaedra is. And Cynthia is a friend of the show. If anything, Phaedra should have been a damn friend. But you know, but whatever. That just me, child, you know. But before you even say something, oh, you just don't like Phaedra. I don't, but I don't see what she's giving that's so immaculate, honestly. So the next thing you know, Drew goes out on a date with Black. And you know, Black got this swagger about him and stuff like that. And they talk about being friends or friends with benefits. And you know, he started talking about how, you know, Drew ain't got that divorce finalized yet and things of that nature. So I don't care what the people say. Drew and Black is fucking. They fucking. You ain't gonna tell me nothing different. Drew fucking that man. And if she fucking that man, I don't blame her. I don't blame her for fucking. Fuck him down. Okay? Fuck him. I don't blame you for fucking him. This is just me. And y'all can judge me if you want to. But I don't blame her if she is fucking that man. Girl, fuck him down. Okay? Ride it, split it, do whatever you want to. I approve. Go ahead and do what you got to do. Okay? That's how I feel about it. Girl, go on, do your thug thizzle. Do what you do. But I like the fact that he ain't rushing, she ain't rushing, and he don't want to be a part of no bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? But I was listening to him talk, and he don't sound like no typical Southern person. He sound like he's from Louisiana, probably New Orleans at that. Am I like, is he from New Orleans or something? Because I was getting that vibe from him when I listened to him talk. Is he from New Orleans, honey? Because that's what I want to know. Because that's what it sound like. Sound like you're from fucking New Orleans, okay? That's just it. But like I said, some of these scenes is not putting Drew in the best light when it comes down to this legal shit. But it is what it is, though. Let's move on. Cute date. So let's move on to Angela. Now, Angela is showing her daughter this new home that she intends on flipping. It's out there, and you know, it's out there in Decatur. And you know, her daughter is just trying to figure out, you know, what's going on. Does Charles know about any of this and all of this? I guess she's just wondering what she's gonna do because she's taken a lot of losses already. And we already know that Angela lost her mama. Then she lost all that money with these homes, and she has a very emotional moment. And girl, listen, cry. There, cry, girl, because I get where you coming from. Like, you lost all this money, then you lost your mama, and your mama was the biggest loss. And I get where you coming from, girl. Like, sometimes things can be a little bit too much for a person, and when you take so many losses, you just want to win something. You feel what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you just want to win, and ain't no wrong with wanting to win, girl. Let's win. So let's get into Shamea now. This rum bum stuff. She says that she's naming it rum bum. Lord Jesus, Shamea, I really like you. And people don't understand why I like you so much. But I like you, Shamea. I do. This is why I be trying so hard not to give you too much. But Shamea, you are corny as hell. Girl, you're corny. And it really ain't nothing I can do about it. You corny, girl. But I guess, but even in this meeting that she was having about this rum bum stuff, she don't know what she doing. And now she's thinking about the shit that her husband said. And now she's saying that, oh, now I understand what my husband was saying. Yes, because he's the businessman. He know exactly what this shit is. Listen to your husband, okay? You ain't got that man here just to be taking care of you and fucking you and getting you pregnant. That ain't just what he here for. He here to tell you, girl, that ain't the way to go. I'm the businessman in this house. I know exactly what to do. You don't know what to do. So who better to tell you what you doing than your husband? But you too busy trying to prove yourself to people that you ain't even thinking about what's going on, girl. Like, listen to your man. You feel what I'm saying? Like, just listen to your man, child. Just listen to him. You feel what I'm saying? So that's just what I think. You feel what I'm saying? So, but girl, do you, child? Do you? I don't know, girl. The rum business just ain't for you, Shamea. It ain't for you, child. Now, before we move on to the next scene, I do know that T is going live right after me. So what I'm gonna need for y'all to do is to share his link. As a matter of fact, let me get it. Let me get it real quick because it was just on my damn subscription page just a minute ago. I don't know where it said. Oh, there you go. I'm gonna need for you guys to share his link in the. That's the wrong damn. I don't even know how I clicked on that. But let me get his link real quick. And this review is an hour long, so that must mean I really enjoyed this show, this episode, this episode. Let me get his link so you guys can share it. Okay, there we go. So there's the link to T's review tonight because he's going live right after me. So let's move on and get into Pinky. Her and her husband Derek go out on a date. They go out to eat, and she starts talking about how the lawsuits are getting to her, and it's to the point to where she ain't even told her husband that she's filing for bankruptcy. My thing is, I honestly feel like there is something more going on with Pinky and her husband. And I can't necessarily put my finger on it because I really don't know what it is, but it's just something off about it. I don't know what it is, y'all. I don't really like speculating about people's relationship because I know how the fuck that feels. But it's something not right there. I don't know what it is. I'm trying to figure out what it is, but I don't know what it is. It's just because he already rubbed me the wrong way with the "I had to humble you" comment last week. He already rubbed me the wrong way with that, but he seems to be unavailable emotionally for her, which I know I know that all too well, but I just don't know what it is, y'all. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck it is, but it just seemed like he's not there. She's there, but he's not. I don't know. And I could be wrong, y'all. I could be, but I don't know. I feel like because she did say that they moved on. They moved like their relationship moved very fast, right? And I think that's a part of the issue. And a lot of these relationships that moves quickly, they never really last. And then they're both business people. So it could be like a lot of y'all saying, it's like, are y'all in competition with one another? Like, what is the tea here? Because I'm really trying to figure out what's going on. It's a disconnect there. And I can't really tell. And I feel like he cares more about himself than he does her. Or am I reaching? And I don't like to reach. I'm tall enough to, but I don't like to reach. So I just don't. It's something about her husband I just don't like. I don't like him. He's a nice looking guy, yeah, but I don't like him. I think I just come to that general consensus. I don't like him, y'all. I don't like that man. There's something about him that rubs me the wrong way. I don't know. Let me see. Let me look at some of y'all comments real quick. They give me one of those couples that mistake their arguing for passion when it's really toxicity, but they definitely have a tug of war happening in their relationship, right? Because she's more dominant, and he said he had to humble her. Like that, there's a lot to it. I think they barely knew each other, and the debt is keeping them together. And I agree with this. I agree with it. You ain't lying. I knew somebody was gonna feel what I'm saying. I think that's what it is. You feel what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know. It's something about him. He gives very self-centered. He gives selfish. Like if it ain't about him, he don't give a fuck. That's how it comes across to me. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's giving misogyny, low key. Pinky should know her place as his wife in his eyes if I had to pinpoint it. Right. Like, it's something off, and I really don't know. But I really hope that this show doesn't break them up. You feel what I'm saying? Because sometimes when you already going through things in your relationship, the show can show the cracks in it, and then it becomes a big ass hole. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know, but I just get a badass feeling about this man. I don't know what it is. So the last scene of the day, K, Michelle, and Portia, they meet up to talk, and I'm so tickled because they met up at Virgil's. That's where I had my birthday dinner last year. But they meet up to talk, and Kay tells Portia that she's mad at her. And so Portia wants to know why she's mad at her, right? So K Michelle confronts Portia about the miscarriage coming, and she says that I have told you about my surgeries. I have told you about the things that I've been dealing with, and I just found it weird that you would say that I found it weird that you would say that I had a miscarriage and stuff like that. And I'm actually trying to have a baby and stuff like that. And so it just gave bimbo. So that's when Portia realized that she was talking about her in the tweet about her being a bimbo. And then, you know, Portia apologized to Kay, and you know what I mean? And Kay kind of apologized to her as well for talking to other people about it before she talked to her. It's kind of like they had this little conflict with one another, but they really got past it really fast. Like they made up, they decided to move forward. And, you know, K Michelle is saying that she wants to give Portia the benefit of the doubt. As I said before, it was something that needed to be talked about because it was definitely a misunderstanding, but it wasn't that deep. You feel what I'm saying? So I do think that I do feel like Portia didn't mean to go out of, you know, to get out of pocket, but at the same point in time, it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like to me it's kind of like at the end of the day, it's like, if we cool and you offend me, then I have every right to talk to you about it. And if I feel some type of way, then I got every right to feel some type of way about it. You feel what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what it is. So I don't, like I said, why I don't think that Portia meant any harm by what she said. It was just stupid as fuck to say that. It was dumb. You know what I mean? Like, don't just blunt miscarriage. You know, that's just stupid. It's giving Underground Railroad teas in 265 days yet again. You got to think before you say stuff, Portia. That's all I'm saying. So I don't know, but we're going to see what else is going on. But as far as I know, judging by what she's been saying publicly, because the day that the show came out, like, she was basically shouting out all the women that she liked on the show, and that was pretty much everybody but Drew. So I think that her and Portia are good. It's just Drew that she don't fuck with. And I'm really wanting to know what happened between her and Drew for them to be in the place that they're in. I'm really trying to pinpoint that because they ain't been in those scenes together since that damn dinner that Portia had. So I want to know, when does the K versus Drew thing start? You feel what I'm saying? So I really don't know. But y'all, that's pretty much, excuse me, that's pretty much the gist of this episode of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. I actually enjoyed this episode. I enjoyed it immensely. I really did. I'm enjoying this season altogether. Like, I really did enjoy this episode. So, you know, it is what it is. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. But most of all, I hope you guys enjoyed this review that I just gave y'all. Now, y'all know that T goes live in about 10 minutes. So let me share this link one more time so y'all can go straight on over there once this live is over. But like I said before, make sure you guys check out one of my best friends. His name is Sammy. He got a t-shirt company called Shifted, okay, and it's exclusively on ETSY. So make sure you guys go and pick some shirts up And I got the link pinned so you guys can go and check out some things on your own. My friend is a good person, honey, and he's in Dallas doing his thing. We all left Mississippi to make something of ourselves, and honey, that's what we doing. So shout out to my friend Sammy. I will be promoting him. So you know, don't get in y'all fee-fees about me promoting the people, because that's just what I use my platform for. I do it for myself, I do it for y'all, but I'm also doing it for the people, for my people. Okay. So after that, make sure you guys go and pick up my book, That's Why You're Lonely. It's on Kindle Books as well as Amazon. So make sure you guys go and pick it up. Like I said, That's Why You're Lonely Part 2 is in production right now. My manuscript has been sent to my publisher, so I cannot wait to get that shit started, because y'all thought the drama was something else in the first edition. Well, the second edition there's a whole lot of drama. Okay, but anyways, with that being said, you guys, this for your boy Scotty by Nature TV. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, and also click on the notification bell so you can be notified whenever a video drops. And if you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok will be down below. That's pretty much it. That's all. I will see you guys on tomorrow. And tomorrow, be sure to tune in to the Whether You Like It or Not panel. And we will be over on T's page. With that being said, you guys, your boys up out here. And I will see you guys on the next one.
That 20, yeah, you always been a sneaky bitch, hating from the sidelines, trying to get picked, yeah. You don't found one, yeah, you don't found one. You don't found one, found you a real one. On my assets lately, you catch a face, shots fired, catching babies. Heavy on the highs, better get you some gravy. Cut that lady check, why you out here being lazy? I got bored with that season, I'm talking shit when I'm spitting. Fact the bitch, I'm the reason, when it got you hoes heated. Snow got them hoes sneezing, got the meals you not eating. Where had them hoes leaking, God trust when I'm speaking. It's give
big bands gon' make it hot. Real niggas gonna come up, don't let the game gon' change us. Real niggas in my circle, ho, don't ever play us. This the real hustle, we make the money, don't make it make us. They ain't bout shit, talking out they neck. Bitch, we bring the heat every time we step. You fucking with a beast, fucking with the best. Get money on the east, plug on the west. Bitch, I'm from the north, but we run it south. Bitch, we outside, what you talking about? Who the fuck is me? No, who the fuck is you? Get these niggas.